everyone, welcome to the Visual Tech Tips. Today we will learn how to serve files or how to serve services using the Docker and a proxy. And in order to do that, we will use Docker Compose. First things first, version number 3 of Docker Compose. And we are going to create a network. So I'm going to give the name main. The third thing you need to do is to specify the services. So we're going to use just 2 services. In order to configure the proxy, it's very easy. We are just going to give a name to this container, that it's the proxy container. The same name you give to the proxy container, you're gonna give it the same name to the network. And I strongly recommend you to use URLs. You can pass an image. We are going to use the Nginx image. It's available in the Docker Hub. If you never heard about the Docker Hub, just go inside the Docker Hub. The volumes is something very important. We are going to get the Docker socket in your machine. This is the guy that is responsible to answer for the localhost. So every time the localhost in your machine is called, what's going to be called, it's going to be the proxy. This is the magic. And then we're going to open the ports. It's HTTP and HTTPS. And then we're going to ask this configuration. If anything goes wrong, please restart the proxy. This is very simple. And now we're going to work with the web service. It's exactly the same thing, very easy. We just create the container, we pass the container name, exactly the same name we pass to the container name, we are going to give to the network alias. And then we're going to pass a Node.js image, but you can use any image you want to. It will always restart if any error occurs. We are going to create a folder inside the service. We are going to make the port 80 available, and we will mount the HTML folder, but it's my machine. This HTML folder, it's the folder inside my machine, and this HTML folder, it's the folder inside the service, and read and write. And we have the environment. This means that I can create any variable inside this service and make it available for this service. These 2 are important for the proxy. What's going to happen? Every time I type in my browser weblocalvideo.global, my web browser will ask for my machine, for the local host. The local host will pass this information to the proxy, and the proxy will figure out who is the service with the virtual host web localvideo.global. And then this service will answer in this port. Now we have another configuration that's very important, the command. The command will run every time you start this service. Every time you start this service, this command will run. We will just do yarn install and yarn start. It's that simple. With this, you have everything running. So if I do Docker Compose app, and as you can see, it's running. But you need to edit the hosts file. So you just edit this. If you're using macOS or if you're using Linux, it's just this file. ATC hosts. Inside this file, you will do that. You will say that this URL, every time your machine calls for this URL, the one responsible to answer that, it's gonna be the local host. When the local host is activated, the Docker socket is activated, the Docker socket passes this information to the proxy. Proxy will figure out this information inside the services using the virtual host environment. So everything works.